Hi, I'm a second year medical student at Sunderland University, and today we've actually hit 50,000 views. That's actually mad. I'm not going to lie, I've actually hit that a lot quicker than I thought I would, so thank you for that. I originally planned to make a 250 subscribers Q&A, but now that we've gone past that quite a bit and hit the 50,000, I thought, why not make it now? So let's get started with the questions. The first question was, why did you decide to do medicine? I didn't have like a multiple year long desire to do medicine. I was more interested in biology and chemistry, and then I kind of ended up looking into medicine and picking it then. And it's kind of grown on me since. The next one's on the most challenging part of medical school. The most challenging part about medical school is keeping up with the different types of assessments. I guess with other sort of courses, you'll have things like written exams and coursework, and that's it. But we obviously have our written exams, our OSCEs, our portfolio, and then we have like our CI points, and there's quite a lot of things to keep on top of. What's my revision tactic? That's also a good question. I think with me, my best revision tactic is sort of not stressing and working too much before the exams, but once it comes to a certain date before the exam starts, that's when I sort of make like a little schedule of things to go through. So that will include sort of going through the lectures, make sure that I understand processes, drugs, things like that. And then a bit closer to the exams, I'll also go through practice questions with friends. And that's pretty much it. I feel like I rather sort of spend less time doing more effective revision than just sort of spending multiple hours in the library and just hating myself. One thing that I wish I knew before starting medical school, I guess doing more sort of personal things, so potentially going to the beach more, sort of relaxing and sort of enjoying myself. I know like when I'm bored, I'll just sort of have naps between lectures and eat because I'm bored. But yeah, I think I should do more wholesome things, and I think that's quite healthy of a thing to do actually. How do I deal with stress? See, I feel like I'm quite stress driven. So I don't know, I feel like once you do a course at university, like medicine for example, I think you've always got like a low level chronic stress, but I guess it's just a case of knowing how to deal with it. So with my stress, if it's like low level, I kind of use it to like motivate me to get some work done. But if it gets too much, then I'm sort of like, right, I'll take a step out of this and sort of focus on myself, which is usually what I do. I think medicine is as stressful as you make it, so if you're quite organised and you're quite good at sort of dealing with lots of things, then you'll be fine. If you're not, maybe sort of working on that before you get into something that's stressful, because otherwise you might kind of slip and slide. What advice would I give to someone starting medical school? I guess actually enjoy it. Don't overly think about what you need to do next and what work you should do before starting a certain task, because there's no need really. So it's like, for example, before even starting medical school, I imagine loads of students are thinking about doing some additional pre-reading that isn't even needed. So I wouldn't give myself more work than you need. Just enjoy the process and do what's not necessarily just what's expected of you. Like obviously it's good to go above and beyond, but not to a point where you're stretching yourself, to a point where it's just not helping you, but also it's just, if anything, it's damaging. Am I interested in any particular specialities? I'm interested in quite a few, to be honest. So I like the ideas of general practice, surgery, anaesthetics, and pretty much, I guess, at this stage, because I've not actually been exposed to anything, it's probably just random sort of name picking at this point. But once I get into third year, I think I'll have more of an opinion on what I actually want to do. That being said, it'll probably change with time because, well, it's quite early on in my career. So I don't know, I guess I'll keep you all updated as things change. What do I do in my spare time? So I guess my days are quite basic, and down the line I'll hope to make like a day in the life at university, like once I'm back at med school. But my life's quite simple, I'm not going to lie. It's literally waking up in the morning, breakfast, going to uni, and then it'll potentially be going gym after that, and then I pretty much just sort of watch TV or just nap or just don't do anything, or maybe just ring home, see how things are going there. After that I'll probably have dinner, and then after that I'll probably just be ringing or FaceTiming friends or family, and that's it, really. Sometimes I also socialise with friends, depends what my social battery's like on the day. That's pretty much it. Maybe next year I'll try to live a more exciting life, so things actually seem more interesting. What do I eat at medical school? Interesting. So my diet is just fast food at the moment, so I want to change that. Once I get into next year, I want to cook more, have more healthy food, and actually consider what I'm eating rather than just sort of eat everything I can get my hands on. Because sometimes I'll just have a random craving for like a kebab, and I'm like, I'll go to that kebab shop and eat that kebab, rather than just sort of think, I'll have something healthy. I also snack too much. I need to stop doing that. My flat pointed that out. I need to not constantly snack and then get too full to a point where I don't actually have my dinners. So I think, you know, being a bit more organised in that respect. So next question is, how does medicine compare to your last degree? I guess in terms of workload, they're quite similar. I think medicine, there's like a greater level of professionalism that's expected of you, because obviously you're in a patient-facing environment, whereas in biochemistry, that wasn't so much the case. In terms of my last degree as well, there was a lot more sort of coursework, a lot more deadlines, and probably also a lot more work. But in medicine, there's a bigger variety of work, so like splitting it between the knowledge and then OSCEs and e-portfolio and little faffy things like that. And also in medicine we have placement, whereas in biochemistry we didn't have any of that. Though obviously another difference is in biochemistry we have a lot more labs, whereas in medicine we have very little labs. So the next question is on societies. So are there any societies that you're interested in or have joined? So yeah, there's plenty of societies, and I 100% recommend joining societies when you're at uni. In my first year I joined the rowing society. In my second year I joined the skiing society and the climbing/bouldering society. I actually really enjoyed them. I did the skiing for like the first term. I enjoyed that, and I think I can kind of snowplow, but still can't parallel ski. But hopefully I'll improve that. That almost gets me into my next question actually. But yeah, and I want to still improve my skiing. I'm meaning to be going with some friends back home as well at certain points, so that'll probably make me get better. But yeah, I think next year I might rejoin climbing or consider other societies as well. But I really enjoy climbing, it's quite chill. But I need to get better at falling, because once I get to a certain height, I'm just sort of looking down thinking, right, I might as well throw myself off before I get higher and then fall off and hurt myself. My favourite memory at medical school, I've probably had some, like a mixture of memories, but I'd say my favourite one, at least the one I can think of at the top of my head, was going skiing, because that was a very new experience. Though obviously the 30-hour coach on the way there wasn't ideal, but the sort of experience in itself was fun. I enjoyed learning how to ski, though falling down and getting like frustrated because like my friends were really good, and then I'd be sort of just flopping over, and I was like, well, what's going on here? But yeah, I'd say skiing at the moment. What's my least favourite part of medical school? I'll skip that question. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, hopefully as a doctor. Probably not in the UK if things carry on as bad as they are, but we'll see. I might be in Australia getting paid more, because we're getting paid £14 here. But I guess I'll see. I've answered quite a lot of questions. I actually don't know how many I've answered, I just sort of went down the list. But I hope this was handy, and thank you for everyone that's watched my videos and helped me get towards 50,000, which again is insane. I did not expect that quickly. But we'll see how the channel goes. My next Q&A might be soon, or potentially when I hit 100,000 viewers or 500 subscribers, whichever probably comes first. But yeah, thank you and bye.